Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I sometimes see students facing some difficulty when starting part 2 of the speaking paper. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can start part 2. Without further ado, let's get started. Part 2 of the MUET speaking test is the group discussion. To start your discussion in part 2, you would need to remember these two things. The first is that you should not do any more greetings in part 2. This means that you do not need to say good morning to everyone again, because you've already done this earlier in part 1. And the second thing is, at the start of part 2, it is best that you sound like you are going to start a conversation between friends. This is going to give the idea that there will be sharing of ideas and opinion, and also responding to them. Let's first of all look at one sample question for part 2. For part 2, you are going to be getting the situation with one mind map with 5 prompts. And this is where all 4 candidates will be discussing on the topic given. Let's now go through the instructions for part 2 of the speaking paper. Part 2, group discussion. You have 3 minutes to prepare. In your discussion, you may support or oppose the other test takers' views. Some ideas have been provided in the mind map below. You may use these ideas or come up with your own ideas. At the end of the discussion, try to decide on the best suggestion. You have 8 to 12 minutes for the discussion. And this here is the rest of the question. Let's now go through the situation and mind map. Situation. Students sometimes need some help in their studies. In your group, discuss who can help students in their studies. Help students in their studies. A good student. A teacher. A sibling. A counselor. A parent. At the end of the discussion, try to decide the best person to help a student in their studies. Now that we already know the question for part 2, how then do we start part 2? To start the discussion in part 2, you need to do these 2 things. The first is to call to action. Let's find out how to do this. So after the 3 minutes preparation time for part 2 is up, the examiners are going to say, "Alright candidates, you can start your discussion now and you have 8 to 12 minutes to discuss on the topic." And this is where sometimes the problem starts. Sometimes certain candidates do not want to start first because they are not sure of who should be the one to start the discussion, and also they are not sure of how to do this. Well, as a teacher, my advice is this: you should start first. It doesn't matter if you are candidate A, B, C, or D. If you are the first one to start the discussion, it will show to the examiners that 1. You are a good candidate, and 2. It shows that you have confidence. So, you should start first. To start part 2, you need to start with a call to action. Call to action is when you get all the candidates' attention. This is to get everyone ready to start the discussion. So how do you call everyone to action? These here are the expressions that you can use for the call to action. Alright everyone, let's get started. Shall we start our discussion now? Alright everyone, allow me to start the discussion first. Can we start the discussion? May I start the discussion first? These are the examples of expressions that you can use. Which one do you think will work for you? Choose 1 or 2 and memorize them, and then use this during speaking part 2. After calling everyone to action, the next thing that you need to do is for you to mention the task and to choose 1 point from the 5 points given. Let's now look at this a little bit closer. First of all, you need to mention the task given for part 2, which is written in the middle of the mind map. You need to then link this task to 1 point that you have chosen. To make this clearer, let's refer back to the question in part 2. So this in the middle here is the task given. You need to be talking about people who can help students in their studies. And you have chosen 1 person from the 5 suggestions given. Say, for example, that you have chosen a teacher. These here are the sentences that you can use to mention the task with the point that you have chosen. There are many people who can help students in their studies. For me, I believe that a teacher is a person who could really help a student in their studies. Let's look at these 2 sentences again. So in this first sentence, I have rephrased the task by adding this phrase here. And then I stated the points that I have chosen. I have added this phrase here. For me, I believe that, and then I mentioned the point. And later, link it to the task given. So this is what you need to do. You need to link the task to the points that you want to talk about, and you are going to say it clearly and confidently. This here will give you a very good start to the discussion that follows. Of course, you are not going to stop there. After mentioning the task and choosing 1 point, you are then going to elaborate your point. Elaborate means you are going to develop this idea by adding more information about it. Let's now look at how you can elaborate a point. The first thing you need to do after mentioning the point is for you to explain the point. Here, you would need to maybe explain who a teacher is. Next, give added information about the point. You can do this by showing how the points that you have chosen, which in this case is the teacher, can affect the task given, which is helping the students in their studies. So here you would need to mention how the teacher would have the capacity to help the students to do well in their studies. You can mention, for instance, that the teacher is fully trained to teach certain subjects and will be the best person to impart knowledge to the student. Also, to make your points even clearer, is for you to add an example to this idea. This example could be taken from what you can observe around you and also from your personal experience. You can mention also that some teachers are also examiners, and so they would teach the students the correct way of answering questions based on the exam criteria. And because of this, it will help the students in their studies and do well in their exams. This video ends here. I will see you soon in my next video.